Alright, time to head to Yritys' home.
You're heading in already?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough for one day.
As I did every task.
Where have you two been? I've been worried sick.
Sorry. We got a little sidetracked.
Dinner's ready, in case you're wondering.
Ah, great.
But before we sit down, I want you to make up the guest room.
Gotcha. Take a load off, okay?
Judging by those eyes, I'm guessing you're a soldier.
Ex-soldier.
I hate to ask, but would you leave tonight without any fuss, no questions? You boys made a trade, a normal life, for power. You can't have it both ways.
I'm back!
Good! Now, I hope you're hungry.
Starving, right?
Yep, the eye motive is strong in this.
I've never been so proud. The man you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
Not really.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city. I'd feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow, and tell you when you're being a silly goose. That's the perfect type for you, I'd say.
Cloud's mom. Her name is never mentioned, actually. What? And it is very strong that she
My welcome.
died during the Nibelheim incident, but time to sneak away. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Did you have a bad dream? Don't worry, you'll feel much better in the morning, and I promise to take you straight home.
Okay.
Okay. I hope this doesn't take too many attempts.
Please don't let her hear me again.
Oh, it was a bucket. Is this some sort of anti-burglar tactic? Of putting all sorts of stuff around so that the burglar coming in the dark would stumble upon them, make noise and get spooked and bolt. That's an actually nice verb. Or just
leaving?
maybe just awake.
How do I get to Sector 7?
It's simple enough. Just cut through Sector 6. It isn't exactly safe, but you should be okay, seeing as you're a soldier.
Was one.
Promise me, you'll never talk to Aerith again. Please.
You got it.
Thank you.
Elmira is that kind of woman that you know she's not bullshitting around. She's lived in the slums for a long time. She knows quite much everything there is to know. She is no fool woman, but she's also not evil. She's a mother. And mothers know things. A man who doesn't well, if someone's a mother and their offspring is not in good terms with you, you've failed. As much as I can say. And that's not a good achievement to aim towards, being a failed parent. And seeing that Elmira is a single parent, she must have struggled a lot. What's she?
If it isn't the new florist, I appreciate you helping the kids out today. Thank you. They won't stop talking about the soldier who saved the day. Oh, and make sure to give my thanks to Yritys, too.
Sure.
Yeah, well, she's cheerful, and that's where I came from, so... And it's still interesting, and it's the quite interesting contrast to know that even though the original one had that benefit that it could make the... It could show things it did show things further, making the scale of certain locations much more clear than this one does. This kind of much also makes clear that how scale, but in different way. It can show how cramped these and dirty these slums are, but this doesn't show so well exactly how absolutely huge those reactors are and all that kind of details. But sector wall and oh bugger.
Well, look who it is. Talk about a coincidence.
What are you doing here?
Waiting.
Why?
Because I'm not sick of you yet.
She's pushy. She can be pushy.
Lead on then.
With pleasure.
All flashbacks.
Cloud? Is something wrong?
It's nothing.
But now, when you actually do the observation about the things of the reunion, as in it's the... I do talk about plot points which are not yet obvious in this one, but they're obvious to the ones who have played the second one, and I assume everybody knows the plain plot.
They're still working on the new plate. I don't like this part of Midgar. Back when they were still building Midgar, there was an accident, and the plate fell. People had only just started moving in, so there weren't a lot living there at the time, but...
Yeah, I know it's about to be dropped more on Sector 7. But, as I was saying about the so-called reunion, it's Genova reunion, not... Sephiroth is perhaps you could say, the most potent piece of this Skyfall and Eldritch Abomination horror Genova, and Sephiroth is just the most, you could say, powerful piece of it, but that material has been spread so far.
And that's?
The underside of Sector 6, Wall Market, a real special place. But I'm sure you already knew that, right?
I didn't tell you? I enlisted pretty much right after I left home. Don't know much about this place, or any of the slums.
Well, it took a lot of people to build Midgar, and they all needed to blow off steam. So some traders built an entertainment district. Inns, shops, bars, the works. Folks started pouring in from all over. Business was booming, money was flowing, which attracted the attention of some guys who didn't much care for the law.
Now there isn't any.
Right. But instead of trying to solve the problem, the government decided to just wall it in. And that's how Wall Market began. Out of sight, out of mind, as the old saying goes. For the folks in charge, there's no better way to deal with it.
So it's like a giant veil.
Yeah. Wanna see what's behind it?
Not really.
That's good. Because I know a better way to get to Sector 7. One that, tragically, doesn't go through Wall Market. And it's just through this tunnel here. At least it was, back when I was a kid.
Well, time to get going. But as they say, shortcuts make long delays. I'm certain that this route doesn't lead to anywhere but trouble. Oh yeah, and there's plenty of exposition, but I still wonder how much in hell Yritys' hair remains so pristine that Shinra must have some sort of conditioner sales of shampoo and conditioner, because she's gonna need lots of it for that kind of hair. And same applies to Tifa as well. And Cloud needs lots of conditioner.
It's been like this, you know, ever since the plate fell.
And there's no other way?
It'll be an adventure.
And I think this was, and the original was just a small room that you could just walk through, and it led right, and it more or less led straight to the Wall Market. Now they made it a bit more complicated, but it remains to be seen how it works then. I'll assess that thing.
Try me.
There's a little bit of cockroach.
That's that.
I won. I'm certain that I'm gonna face that one of those house monsters and all that kind of things.
Try to stay behind me.
That way I can cover your back.
Okay, have I poked them? Assess that thing. Well,
Calling fire.
it doesn't take much damage. Have to do some. Gotta switch some elemental materials around to get the wind magics to use, because that thing is just running about.
Brace yourself. Let's go.
Let's see. Did I even have that? Yes, I had wind. Now I have wind. Good. Quick and simple.
What's that?
A big arm. Kinda cute, don't you think?
Oh yes, now I know this place. Now I'm completely aware of what this place is. This is that little side room within Sector 6 at the original, but nowadays it must be something like it's the inter expressway between. But it still applies that the Shinra appears that kind of company which
great.
doesn't.
Someone's pulled up the ladder. I wonder if we can use this.
Big arm.
It's this way. Here's an idea. I'll hop on and you give me a ride.
You serious?
Absolutely. I'll throw down the ladder for you to climb up after.
Alright. Oh damn. Climb aboard, lady. Turn it and lift it. Turn it more and drop off.
Piece of cake! Give me a sec! And here comes the ladder!
Yep.
Well, what did I tell ya?
Simple little puzzle mission. Nothing to about that, and just strengthens the idea of Midgar being almost like a most post-apocalyptic place in because of its state of decay. She's perky.
All right, good enough. Let's keep on trucking.
Yep, because the game is so much expanded from the original one.
Did we wake it up?
There's no... Yes, we did! Fucking sweepers!
Take the lead.
I'm coming!
I got your number.
Now I can...
How shocking!
Try to throw out some cure spells just in case. Ouch!
Keep it together.
I'll show you what I can do. That's it!
Yep. Even the basic enemies are quite dangerous.
You can do it! I'll take care of you.
Get ready. It's on you.
So it's my turn?
I do.
Go on!
Come on.
Throw out the cure
Can you take over
spell.
for me? Stay strong, okay?
No holding back.
Come on, you little bugger thing.
Take the lead.
Here goes!
But luckily all the...
It's your turn!
There's way to now actively defend against all the enemy attacks, which makes, in a sense, is makes things easier, yet also makes things quite much harder as well.
Oh, that's weird. Used to be a way through here.
Well, that thing is going down. Tin Man.
I wonder if someone blocked it off because of all the monsters that kept showing up.
Pretty dangerous place for kids to play.
Raised in the slums, remember?
You're tough.
That's supposed to be a compliment?
I am certain it was. And it more or less looks like that the path is blocked. It was made by the dead, and the dead will keep it. But still getting forward. But I still not call Midgar is it's in a sense quite schizophrenic place. It's got this very urban decay. It's got very high tech urban things. It's quite, you could say. Well, the Final Fantasies do have quite schizoid style of technology sometimes with this. At least in this game, magic may of which has been studied and researched and all that kind of things, but I still which is interesting detail.
I can fight too, you know.
Arrow. Oh yeah. Wind spells do quite a lot of damage to those things.
Try me. Gotcha.
Take a bit of that.
You're mine. Let's finish this.
You're dead. And nothing here, but yeah, nothing here. Actually, yes, there is. I am actually going to the right direction, although it threw me off balance center about where I'm going. But
Looks
I
like a
really
dead
want
end.
Phoenix Downs. Mega potions, all that, and all those things are go down as well. The items and all that kind of inventory management things, you do use them quite a lot actually. Well, at least this place is was a dead end with completely.
I've got this.
Oh shit!
No holding back.
Come on, Thin Man.
It's on you.
I'll take care of them. Get him!
I'll just blast some lightning at them.
Too bright?
Did you hurt that? Does it hurt? I hope it does, because there's been more of it coming.
How shocking!
Yeah.
Not bad.
But I do say that this kind of fights in Final Fantasy are those which I like better, instead of those long and vicious pitched fight battles. Quick and simple, so you can focus on the story and get through it without much of difficulties. Let's look at the map, because I'm a bit of wandering about in this quite maze-like structure. Yeah, it's this way, yes. Oh, this way. Upstairs instead of downstairs. Nah, Yritys doesn't need. Yes, I'm doing conscious attempt to pronounce her name correctly. And once again, it's time to use the robo arm.
Hey, I bet you can grab that container with the arm.
Yeah, you can. But where?
Not half bad. So do you moonlight as a crane operator or something? Yeah?
Damn, she's almost endlessly cheery. Oh, and that's the look of a hurt puppy.
Oh no, look.
It's.
Why is it always gotta be so tough?
She's like somebody who's doing
for me,
consciously
you'll make this
lots
easier.
of effort to
Yes, ma'am.
connect with other people. Which.
Well then, I'm gonna head down. Okay, Cloud. Ready?
Apparently there's no other place to put the container except this here. Or actually do I put it here as well? Yes, I can, but is there any point for that? I don't think so, but so let's just move it over here. Big robot arm. Alright, lady, take a ride. Big robo palm. Alright, jump on the right, correct side of it.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, there's materia, take it. Of binding.
Gotcha.
Oh yes, she does. She didn't know how to. Oh. Well, take a right now, so I can lift you up even more. Yeah, alright, and now drop the lift. I dropped the ladder so it can be climbed.
Okay, right there. Hold on while I drop the ladder.
Alright, and going to get inside. Drop down. And yeah, of course there's the robo arm.
Cloud, over here.
Yep, there she's going. And of course, well, these kind of locales, even though they hadn't much been shown in the original ones, are still very
Well, jumping's
completely
not an option,
understandable
that's
here.
for sure.
Look,
Someone made a campfire.
if they found a way down, so can we.
Well, there's the vending machine. Oh, it's a guitar mix of Cosmo Canyon music. I'll try to use the seat and that little advertisement about potion energy drink is quite interesting little tidbit.
Bring it.
Alright.
All right.
Get him!
Oh, damn it, cockroaches!
Keep it together.
I'm coming. Go on. Kinda hurt.
Come on, snap! Ouch! You're not too dangerous things. You're just annoying things, and Yritys actually knows how to do.
Can you take
Actually
over,
knows how
Grandma?
to throw out what you could area attacks. Oh, I was gonna say area heals. So these little fights against these pester things are actually not like me, more like
You're mine.
quite handy about in a way to get some healing.
That's it.
with Yritys' prayer abilities. Oh, apparently it's got some sort of limit how you can use it. Well, but this should be enough. But there was a campfire. Oh, they got it down, but how do I get it down? Oh yes, it must be that through that little pipe leading down. All this way. Thank you for being observant for me, Yritys.
Whoa, not too fast, okay?
Got it.
Obtained a potion. They are handy. Unpleasant goo, industrial waste gunk. Certainly something you don't want to be swimming or even touching it or even be near it. Anyways. Even in the place where that kind of gunk is cleaned, you don't want to be near it. And
Anybody around?
why am I feeling this is a boss
Guess it's
fight?
just us.
That's quite fresh.
It's still warm.
Should we relight it? Have our own campfire?
I need to get back. Besides,
Looky here, boys! Caught us some burglars!
Coming into our homes and stealing our shit, doing crimes.
I'd say we're owed compensatory damages. Government composite. I don't get it. How stupid can you be? It's crazy simple. Compensatory damages is like, it's like compensation for damages.
Oh yeah, that's what you get when you, with somebody else.
we haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah, we were just passing through.
Oh, a likely story.
Okay, what do you want?
Nothing but our due recompense, that's all.
And they wear Mad Max style harnesses and all that kind of.
Due recompense. It's like,
Yeah, they're dumb.
compensatory damages. Damages recompense. Simple as that.
I think we've heard enough.
Yeah, they wanna fight. Locals start and
Allow me.
Bex badasses. Oh yeah, he almost went down already. Burr. All right.
I see you.
They certainly aren't the sharpest tools of the shed.
Take the lead.
I'll take care of them.
My turn.
Well, Vex gone down, and there's only one guy left. So time to assess him as well.
Do it.
So it's my turn?
Yep,
This one's for you!
play dead.
Okay, guys, whatever you do, don't move.
Yeah, it's good that they added this kind of much more comical moments as well. You know, maybe he should do something like, you know, mutilate the corpses with that huge lung of metal he calls assault.
Away, you guys! Don't leave me! I'm coming!
So now they're running away. Well, that was just meant to be comic encounter because it even had that.
Why did you quit being a soldier?
That is random.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Did you have any soldier friends? Any war buddies?
No. Not really.
Oh, okay.
Actually, interestingly enough, Cloud doesn't know. Because he has never been a soldier. He did join up Shinra military, but...
What we got here?
Oh, locals!
Go on!
Oh shit, and they got sweepers.
Hey!
But... Ouch!
Pushing it.
I'll show you what I can do. Why don't you lead the way?
Ouch!
Alright. I got you now. Let's do this.
Stay back!
Ouch, damn it.
I'll take care of you. I'm coming! One more shot!
Throw at the prayer.
There!
But the bandits aren't, you could say, not too scary because hey, they're just local punks, alright, and this place is filled with local punks of all kinds of flavor.
Too bright? So it's my turn? Just go away! Get him!
Oh, did you hear? Let the fucker just run away. Apparently he did.
Can you take over for me?
It's on you.
We've got to get through this.
Taking over.
Ouch.
Alright. Shit.
Oh yeah, it's going into the very happy, big shooty happy mode. Oh yeah, those quite homing.
So long.
Missed. Yeah, but come on, I wanna smack you down. Let's just get.
Calling wind. Right.
Yeah, this. it's quite hard to say that you play much more as a regular Final Fantasy game, which means worrying more about your team instead of playing more like a Dark Souls game, which would mean that with much more focus on just playing with one character and getting the others do the supporting, being much more at the supporting role. It's a bit of compromise to find, and I don't know which one could be the better way to do this. Lots of debris.
Always out of reach. Okay, Cloud, heading down. You're in charge of the arm. Got it?
But at least I do know that in. Alright.
Cloud!
Alright, will be a bit of a puzzle grabbing this arm. Put it here. Put it. Alright, ride it. I'm going to drop you off in here. I hope you actually know how to. Well, let's just now go and grab the box container. If it would move a bit faster, it would be much, we would say, better. This kind of move boxes puzzles are quite much staple of every video game genre. More or less, you could say every video game ever has does have some kinds of move boxes puzzle in there, which in a sense I don't mind. They are handy. Oh damn, that was a pawn. Well, take this but container, mostly because to open up some routes. Oh, it can't take that box any for there. Can it move box anywhere else except this? Apparently it can only lift and raise this box. Let's switch the arm. This is gonna take some struggle to get through this, so I'm gonna cut through this all arm swingery thingery.
a sec.
And she does it. Yeah, it's never in these kind of ladders. They're never handled manually. They're always just kicked. But come on, Yritys. Draw some spells to you at yourself while you're at it. And actually, if you wouldn't have to do it in a way game makers wanted, there would have been much easier ways to get that.
That went pretty well.
Sure did.
Huh? Wait a minute. Did you just...
Nope.
Yep.
Don't worry. We'll be on the same page next time.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, okay?
Getting forward, and this episode was actually quite interesting.
Hold it right there, lovebirds!
No holding back.
You want to pass through our territory, then you gotta pay the toll!
Shit. Come on, boys. Couple of crooks. And it's quite interesting to notice that the monsters are dangerous, but you could say that a couple of local thugs are not dangerous at all. And as I have a feeling that this might be a boss fight, I think I'm gonna end this episode right here. See you next time. See ya. And this became an unexpectedly long one as well.